Hello everyone, this is Advocate Suman Pathak. I'm currently practicing at Bombay High Court Nagpur bench. This is my first video on my YouTube channel. The topic on which today I would be speaking is laws relating to protection of women and children. And I would be speaking on the topic of Shakti Criminal Law Maharashtra Amendment Act 2020. So before heading towards the topic, it becomes very important for us to know that as per the Government of India statistic, in approximately about every 22 minutes, a woman is raped in India. And if we go towards the statistics of gender, nearly about India constitute of 48% of women in population. So in a country where approximately half of the population is of women, it becomes very clearly evident that crime against women has to be taken seriously. Hence our legal system has various laws and legislation for protection of women. We have laws under IPC, we have laws under POCSO Act, and there are specific certain enactments also which are done for the protection of women and children. So despite having so many laws and rules, regulation, still children or women or young girls, they face a lot of heinous crimes against them. So last year, a very barbaric incident took place in Hyderabad where a woman was raped and then burned. So raised by that offense, Andhra Pradesh government enacted Disha Act that was specifically for the protection of women. So on a similar line, recently on December 14, 2020, another bill was drafted and it was amended and known as Shakti Criminal Law Maharashtra Amendment Act 2020, which proposes some rigorous punishment apart from the existing laws for prevention of crime against women. Now it becomes very important for us to know that why a new law is being enacted by Government of Maharashtra. So there has been a constant rise in crime against women related to sexual violence or sexual assault, even at workplace or even at their home. So it becomes very important to bring such act. And recently another rape incident took place in Mumbai, and this rape case is also known as the Shakti Meal rape case, where a woman was raped by 5 men, out of which one was a juvenile, and that too this rape happened during the broad daylight. And the woman was photographed by the accused, and she was threatened that if she says anything to anyone, this would be leaked on social media. So incidents like this, that too happening in a place like Mumbai in a broad daylight, brings a very important question in the eyes of Government of Maharashtra, that how to stop such crimes. Now there are already existing laws. What was the need of bringing these laws? So it's like an outcry amongst women. The women are asking question to the government that how these things has to be protected, how women would be safe in a country like India, how a woman would be safe in such metropolitan cities or in villages or anywhere in our country. So Maharashtra government drafted a bill, and this got amendment in 2020. So now I would be talking about the amendment part, like which laws got amended. So now talking about the amendment, the draft will proposes to make changes in Indian Penal Code, the Criminal Procedure Code, POCSO Act, that is Protection of Children from Sexual Violence. So there are necessary changes against the laws like this, that the Indian Penal Code, it deals with various crime against women like rape, kidnapping, outraging the modesty of women. So in the context of Shakti Act 2020, they have targeted to propose changes in section 375, 376 and 376 A, B, C, D, E and D, B and E. They have even proposed changes in the acid attack, that is section 326A and 326B, assault to outrage modesty, sexual harassment, voyeurism, stalking. So in case of acid attack, if a woman is grievously injured, for that they have enacted a fine of rupees 10 lakh is proposed to be paid to the victim for treatment including the plastic surgery and reconstruction. And bill has also proposed heavy fine for amount of rupees 10 lakhs. And even to be taken into consideration that this bill has also given a provision related to death penalty. So if the crime is so heinous, it is proposed in the bill that a death penalty can also be given to the accused. Now, next I would be talking about, as we all know that in the existing system there is no proper specific amount of fine imposed, like amount of fine given in particular sections. So bill has proposed to enhance those fine and even give punishment. And in our existing laws, there has been increase in the punishment. If we talk about in some sections of IPC, we have punishment of say 5 years or 7 years. So now this bill has proposed to change those punishment from 5 to 7 years and from 7 years to 10 years in case of sexual violence. Now next I would be talking about the amendment in CRPC. So the bill also proposes amendments in CRPC, that is regarding if an FIR is filed, so the investigation should be done within 15 days and max to max it can extend to more 7 working days. So if it is not done in a proper time frame, if this 7 days period or this 15 days period is being extended and still if the investigating officer is not working, not able to complete the investigation on time, so he has to give an explanation and a written report about the reasons that why he couldn't complete the investigation. So this has to be given to Commissioner of Police, or he can give this to Special Inspector General. So once the investigation is done on time, so the case would reach to court where the charge sheet should be filed and a trial should be completed within 30 days. So a 30 days of time period is given for completing the trial. And what if the accused appeals before High Court? So then this matter should be disposed within 45 days. And if required, exclusively courts, proper setting of exclusive courts would be done for winding up the case as soon as possible. So this was some changes which was brought in amendment to CRPC. Now there is another proposed changes which we can see in this bill is that related to social media. So the bill proposes to draft an additional law. So in case if any kind of abuse is happening to women on social media, so that covers section 354E of IPC, which is added and which includes that intentional act creating a sense of danger, intimidation, fear to women. Apart from this, insulting her modesty, deeds or words, including using offensive words on social media while communicating. So this can be an offense. So for this, maximum punishment of 2 years and a fine of 1 lakh rupee or both can be imposed. Or apart from this, 354E also includes that if a person is taking any kind of making any kind of morphed video of women or threatening her that he would be uploading the photos or videos which could defame and violate her privacies. So in these cases, a maximum of 2 years of imprisonment and 1 lakh rupee fine can be imposed on such accused. Then apart from that, the bill also makes it mandatory for internet providers, the social media platforms and even the telephone providers to share electronic data in case of criminal offenses, sexual offenses against women and children. So this has to be sent by the providers within 7 days, and if they fail to do so, simple imprisonment of 1 month and a fine of 5 lakh rupee can be imposed on them. So this was another proposed provision. And apart from that, we have if someone makes false complaint. So if a woman is trying to make a false complaint against any man, so even in this bill they are proposing that certain provisions are made where if someone is doing a false complaint or providing any false information with reference to offences committed with any kind of intention or humiliation or harassment, or to defame someone, to threat someone. So in such a case, that particular woman would be imprisoned for a term of 1 year, and even a fine would be imposed on her. So such kind of false complaint also is covered under the proposed bill. So these were some proposed provisions, and apart from that, this bill also states that the government will set up institutions like one-stop center or any rehabilitation center, counseling or medical report centers. And apart from this, already through various act and schemes, this platforms has been set up. So these were some changes or amendment in IPC and CRPC. Now next, talking about the amendments in POCSO Act. So if we see the POCSO Act, the bill seeks for life imprisonment and heavy fine, and even death sentences can be passed in certain offences of grave nature. So these were some necessary amendment was done in CPC, CRPC as well as IPC. In the next video, I would be talking about the loopholes, the problems relating to this bill. Thank you so much.